Ah, the original Kirby's Dreamland from 1992. Skibbity, my friend. I had 2 aneurysms while saying that. So, for those who don't know, my first ever playthrough I did was Kirby Superstar Ultra for the Nintendo DS, and I decided, hey, let's get nice and metaphorical here, post-hiatus, and play the original. Here we are now. There are no copy abilities, so you have to rely exclusively on spinning. This is back when Kirby was actually challenging. Hey, it's a tree. I'm gonna spit your children back at you. Apples have seeds. They grow into trees. And what's great about the original Kirby's Dreamland is that Lololo and Lalala actually get their own freaking stage. They just wind up being relegated to side characters. Also, I ate this microphone. Yeah, I just breathed on sperm. Don't take that out of context. Why are there sperm enemies in this? It's just really freaky. We got toilet paper enemies that you can't consume. I could see why the developers decided to remove this level for Kirby Superstar. And here's one of the Lolols. That was the forbidden 3rd sibling. And here they are, the actual compulsive box movers themselves. It's been a while since I've seen your faces. I also gotta be really careful. You see, Kirby's Dreamland is actually the hardest Kirby game to date. You know, I could always compare Nintendo from the 90s to From Software, but you know, that's just very cliched. I swear, if you're not careful in this, you will be vaporized. Poor Kirby, he should have been careful. They don't have Waddle-Doos in here either. They have these weird shell-looking creatures that shoot beams. It's pretty much the first sign of foreshadowing of cosmic horror in Kirby. Wanna hear something even funner? You can't slide in this. So if you wanna get to a place, you have to eat a single block at a time to get there. And you have to have situational awareness at all times. You cannot look back at your recording software for even an instant. Oh, and by the way, this isn't an exit to a cave. It's not. Don't fall for it. This is the real door. That's the real exit. Oh, and by the way, you can eat curry in this game and you can shoot fire out of your mouth. Canonically, the curry in Dreamland has the highest Scoville rating. Yeah, you just have to like jump into ocean water to dull the heat. And they just have a random lemon floating up in the clouds. Acceptable. And we're just gonna breathe on Kabula. Just a tiny bit of carbon dioxide will cause its entire framing to collapse. Well, that was really fast. I just, was I fighting something there? I'm so glad they gave Kabula a glow up in the remake. Of the remake. Kirby goes into the cloud and outbirths several Kirbys. Up there's the Waddle-Doo. They're real. They're not fantasy creatures. I always thought they were. Also, apparently Scarfies blow up. Up, and now the sperm has sunglasses. Up, and there's the son of Kracko. I think it might be Kracko himself, and it was just a mistranslation. But no, it's just that Filicide is just a very fun headcanon of mine. You know, I think it's also quite fascinating how Kracko Jr. decides to reproduce Waddle-Doos. It's a very weird interpretation of the cycle of death and rebirth. The snake forever eating its tail. Oh, fucking hell. Spikes do so much damage. What the heck? They don't do a single bar of damage. They take up, like, most of it. Wait, is there something down here? No, it's a pit that leads to emptiness. That down there is the void. That is the antithesis of creation. Which, if you know the Kirby lore, is very ironic. Alright, and here's Kracko. The real Kracko. The Giga Chad Kracko from the Game Boy era, who will just mop the floor with you. The enforcer of the cycle. Oh, yeah, that's a pivoting attack. Like, he uses that on purpose. He spawns in the waddle-doo, and then dives down at you. Punishes you for being a greedy player! Yep, and Kirby went into the void. I told him not to, and he decided to. And I see that King Dedede built the castle on the precipice. Also, what was the plot again? He just stole a bunch of food, traumatized a bunch of people, did unspeakable things to the refrigerators. Very edgy Newgrounds humor kind of stuff. What was this supposed to be representative? Jungian psychology? Like, is that another me right there? Is that my id? Oh, I just had to touch them. I thought I had to attack them. Oh, and also you have to refight all of the bosses while the overworld music is playing. It's a little uncanny. Yep, that's an alternate me doing the thug shaker. In Kirby Superstar Ultra, like, you use an actual ship to combat Kabula, but this one can't even handle the power of carbon dioxide. It's the real alpha boss. It truly is Krako. And now here's the final boss. King Dedede just decided to build a boxing ring in his bedroom. Like, in Kirby Superstar, like, he makes it a full-on spectacle. There's just an entire crowd of people, and he even invites the Mario Brothers. Like, they make cameos. I also just want to say that he's way more difficult in Kirby's Dreamland 2. If you decide not to use a copy ability in that, like, he could just straight up counter you. You see how he, like, has stars coming out of his butt? Like, he literally uses that against you. I'll go into more detail when I actually do a playthrough of the sequel. And just like before, he's gonna get thrown out of his castle. I threw him out of the left side. I don't know why he just... Oh yeah, I forgot. We're in the void. Up is down, left is right. Logic kind of goes to die here. Kirby also transforms into a hot air balloon, but that also happens in Superstar. And that wasn't in the void. Kirby's just looking down at all of the mortals. I also want to give special thanks to Bubby. I don't know who this Bubby is, but thank you. You really are the best of all of us. Bubby is just a pseudonym for Void Termina. We'll be seeing him again very soon. Kirby just shows up at the stadium. He puts up a sign saying bye-bye, and he leaves. Oh, also, there is a hard mode version of this game, but I have zero intention of doing that. Poor Dedede is just absolutely rejected.